Alright, hello everybody, it's Paul here. Welcome to my channel Value Flips. Before we go out thrifting looking for things to flip, I wanted to share with you guys a few sales that I've had in the last few days. First up is this vintage GE electric waffle maker. I paid $9 for this at a thrift store, Salvation Army, 3 months ago, and I ended up selling it for $50 plus shipping. Great flip. These really old waffle makers sell well. Picked up this book, The Intelligent Investor, which is a classic. I paid $2 for it at Salvation Army about a month ago. Ended up selling it for $12 plus shipping. Picked up this 1994 Kenner Easy Bake Oven at a Value Village about a month ago. I paid $10 for it. Ended up selling it for $53 plus shipping. I picked up 4 of these Cafe Moro mugs and saucers from the 1970s at a Value Village 2 months ago. I paid $3.50 each, and somebody ended up buying all 4 that I had listed, so I sold them for $74.80 plus shipping. Great flip, great brand to look out for. Sold this lot of Monster High Ever After dolls. I purchased this last week, a bunch of dolls. I got $30 for $80. My cost on these is roughly $3 a doll, and I sold these 8 dolls. These are the dolls that aren't worth that much, so I lotted them all together. And I got $59 for this lot, and my cost for them was $24, so not a bad flip. Alright guys, it's Paul here. Come thrifting with me. We're looking for things to flip online on eBay, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace. We're looking to make some money. First thing I see at Salvation Army is this, believe it or not, a vacuum hose holder. And they wanted $3 for it. Only $3 for this thing. And it actually goes for about $30. There's none listed, and 3 have sold, I believe, in the last 90 days. So I will take that. I will sell it as used, though, because the packaging was kind of damaged on it. In the glassware section here, this is at a church thrift store now, and Studio Nova. I recognize that brand, but these bowls weren't worth anything, so I didn't end up taking those. But I have sold Studio Nova brand stuff before. I'm trying to educate myself more and more on the glass and the ceramics and whatnot. I find there's a lot of profit in that if you can find the right brands. In my area, glass tends to be underpriced, I find. Just like here, just a row over in the ceramics, I'm looking and I see this Noritake Progression Blue Moon. They only want $1.25 a plate. I could probably get $10 a bowl on these. They're actually small, like dessert bowls. There are 3 of them. They look beautiful too. So I'll pick those up. And I keep moving along here, and I see this Ziggy plush thingy. I ended up putting back. Some Ziggy stuff can be good. Ziggy from the late 70s, early 80s, I believe. That character. Some of his stuff can be good, so I always look up Ziggy stuff when I see it. But I end up seeing this Looney Tunes 1995 plastic mug. It does have some kind of a weird paint job on it, which I think is normal for these cups. And I end up picking that up. I have sold these before, and I usually get about $15 for them. So for $3, I will pick that up. I don't mind selling mugs if I know they're going to actually move within a few months. There's some Pyrex down here, Corningware, and I spot this, and this is a different pattern. It's a Pyrex. It's Colonial Mist is the pattern, and it's in great condition. Yeah, I paid up though, $10. But I believe there's some money to be made there, so I'm gonna pick this one up. This is from the early 80s, that Colonial Mist pattern. So I grabbed that. And I see another glass here for $1.99. Just a weird kind of looking glass. I didn't really recognize the brand. It was Fira, I believe is the name of the brand. It's an Indonesian brand, and there's really no value there. But it was interesting to just learn a new brand, like, and especially Indonesian glass. It's not really heard of, right? It's not very common over here in North America. So seeing that, and I just keep moving, and I find this cool glass from 1990, Doctor Who. They wanted $1.99 for it. It's in immaculate condition, and there's actually some listed right now on eBay, and I think they're asking about $20 a glass. So I'm gonna grab this one. The coolness factor on it too is through the roof, so I will definitely take that. And over in the shoes at Salvation Army here, I find these Ufus, and this is a brand you want to be on the lookout for. I paid up for them, yes, but they're going in my cart. They are Ufu sandals, and they retail for like $90, these sandals. I paid $20 for them, and I'll probably list them for $50. See what happens. They're in great condition. They just have some minor wear on the top strap there, but you just, like I said, look them over before you check out. Make sure you look your stuff over really well. Again, here back to the cups, and this is kind of another brand. I'm at a Savers Value Village now, and see this different brand. There was no value there, but again, I'm always trying to learn new brands. I'm trying to learn the ceramics. I want to get a little bit more educated on that category, because I feel there's some money to be made there. As you can see, there's tons of mugs in this Value Village right now. It's just crazy how much stuff they have. I'm sure they throw out lots of stuff to these thrift stores. In the electronics section, I see this Grab Lab. This is a dark timer for a photo room, and I would have picked it up, but $50 is way too much. That's pretty much how much it's worth. I actually just sold one of these for $50 that I had paid only $10 for, so I'm not going to pick it up for $50, but those are definitely a bolo if you see those dark room timers. I'm over here at a Goodwill now, and I see these different glasses, vodka glasses. This is a Starbucks mug. I didn't pick it up. It was only $2. It was a Christmas mug, but it had some damage on it, so I decided to leave that behind. Starbucks mugs do sell. They just don't sell very quick for me, so if I pick them up, I want them to be really cheap, and I want them to be in great condition. Alright guys, back from thrifting, and I'm going to go through the stuff that I got here. Got some pretty decent stuff. Decent haul. Back here's Tomy Big Loader toy track. It was $2 for this. I just sold one of these, and I got $27, I believe. This one appears to be in good condition. I looked at all the pieces through the bag. They look to all be there. So I should easily be able to get my money back there. This is something at Salvation Army that I saw for $3, brand new sealed. It's an IKEA, brand new IKEA, again, sealed item. These are actually some type of hooks that you put against the wall and you hang stuff on them. Kind of unique, not big money there, but because it's new sealed, I'll grab it. Just like this thing, this is a lug orange label kind of toiletry bag. It was only $3 at a Salvation Army, and I probably should be able to get $20. I did see a sold comp for $20 on it. Down here were a couple books from Goodwill that were $1 a piece, and I see that there are some comps. This one I think is around $20 to $30, and this one is for sale all over the place. There's one listed at like $70, another one at $30, so I figured I would take a chance on those two. This is an interesting find at Salvation Army. $13 each, so for $26 I got these Touratech parts, and I had no idea what this was when I saw it, but this is why you look things up when you see something you don't know what it is and it feels heavy and it feels well made. This company, Touratech, is a German company, and this is a engine cylinder guard for a BMW motorcycle. Yeah, you can guess how much these go for online. Like $300, I think. So I got to do some more research on it, but for $26, I have no problem picking these up. I know I'll be able to sell them, and they look brand new. They don't look like they've ever been installed. Over here is something that I got at Value Village for $7.99. It's an older Beefeater bar display, little mirror. I'm probably going to try and get $30 on that. Here's something interesting for $1.99 at Salvation Army. It's a Doctor Who 1990 cup, and it's in great condition. It looks never been used. So I'm hoping for maybe 15, 20 bucks on that. This I paid up for. I bought it for my collection. I'm probably going to keep it. It was $25, and typically what goes wrong with these cassette players is, just like the Walkmans, is the bands in there. So in the cassette component in there, the machine, there's little belts, and the belts tend to wear out like elastics and dry out and rot. And then, of course, it doesn't play. So I made a deal with the manager. If it doesn't work, I could bring it back tomorrow and get my money back. And sure enough, it works. I put batteries in it. It plays fine. So there's one for sale right now on eBay, in box and everything, for, I believe, $110. So this one's in great condition. I'll probably list it for $60 or $70 and just sit on it, leave it in my collection for a while. Here's a Looney Tunes 1995 mug for $3. I've sold this mug before. I get about $15 for it. It's just easy to, something that I like to sell. It's easy to list. Down here are two belt buckles, probably going to stay in my personal collection. So this is a Sonic belt buckle, was $8, and this gun from 1978 belt buckle was $10. This is a Colonial Mist Pyrex dish, and it was in such great condition. It was $10, so I paid up for it, but it was in great condition. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. And just to tip you guys, I learned that if the Pyrex logo or brand, or the writing, like the letters, if they're in all uppercase, that means it's usually a more desirable or like earlier pattern in earlier dish, so it's probably more desirable. So as soon as I saw that, I did a little bit more research in store at Salvation Army and saw that it was worth it. So I'm probably going to list this for start at $35 plus shipping and see if it sells. Over here is a cool item for $5 at Savers. This is the dog. I don't know if you guys recognize him or her. This is the St. Bernard dog from the Peter Pan movie. So it's an official Disney plush, and you can see there's always going to be a stamp on the bottom of the foot, so you know it's Disney. And I was afraid they were going to price it up a lot higher, but $5 is fair. I see there's some sold comps about $25 to $30, so I should do good on that. And this is a brand that I'm very familiar with. These are Ufu sandals, so whenever you see this brand, that's a really good sign. And of course, I paid up for these. Obviously, $20 for sandals is a lot of money. These look in great condition. I checked them. I checked over here, because this tends to rip. I checked it for rips everywhere. It's in great condition. I'm going to start at maybe $45. These sandals online right now are about $90. So if I put them up for maybe $50, I'm good with the profit on there. So I had no problem paying up for this brand. I've sold sandals like this before. They do really well. And now over here, I got my last item, which is just a tool bag for $4. Cooney's tool bag. I got lots of tools, so now I'll have somewhere to put it. So yeah, not too bad, guys. Not too bad. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. And we'll see you next time.